Om Shanti, English Avyakt versions, 18th of June 1970. Headline: The method of using a timetable in order to progress. The method of using a timetable in order to progress. Bapdada has come into the corporeal from the avyakt in 1 second. In the same way, can the children become avyakt from corporeal in 1 second? Just as you open your mouth when you wish and close it when you wish, in the same way do you think your practice is such that you can make your intellect work when you wish and make it stop working when you wish. Although the organ of the mouth is gross and the intellect is much more subtle than that, do you have such practice of using your intellect in the same way when you want to and not using it and when you don't want to? Do you know this drill? If you have this practice firmly, you will be able to make your stage strong. This is the method to make your stage progress. Many children have the thought, how can we progress? Where can we progress with the right method? If you don't know the right method, there will not be progress. Today, Babdada is seeing both the progress and the method of each of you. What scene would Babdada have seen? Each of you can check and ask yourself, am I progressing? Many raised their hands. The majority was content with their progress. Acha, for how long do you remain in the avyakt stage throughout the day? Baba is not asking about the point form, but for how long you stay in the avyakt stage. Babdada is asking you keeping your perfect stage in front of him, whereas you are thinking keeping your past efforts in front of you. There is so much difference at the present time. What is the main subject of your study? The main subject you are studying is to maintain the avyakt stage for the maximum period. The result is very low in the main subject. What are 1 or 2 hours of remembrance in front of the complete stage of staying in constant remembrance? Do you have the method in your intellect of creating your avyakt stage over a long period of time? If you have the method, then why isn't there any progress? What is the reason for this? Although the complete knowledge of the method is clear in your intellect, there is still one thing you do not know how to do, due to which there isn't any progress, even though you do have knowledge of it. What is this aspect? Acha, today Babdada is telling you how to progress. The one aspect you do not know how to do it, that whereas you know how to create expansion and go into expansion, it is the practice of packing up and merging the expansion that is lacking. You know how to go into the expansion of knowledge, but the practice of merging the expansion of knowledge and becoming an embodiment of knowledge, the seed form is lacking. A lot of time is wasted by going into the expansion, and even thoughts are wasted. This is why the power that should be accumulating is not accumulating. Today Baba is telling you what plan you should create for this. Who are the greatest of all in the entire world? We Brahmins. What do the most important great people do? What methods do important people of today adopt through which they achieve success in great tasks? First of all, they set their time. They make their own timetable. The busier they are, the more they keep a timetable for every hour. If they do not have a timetable, they will not be able to spend their time in a worthwhile way. If they don't use their time in a worthwhile way, there won't be success in their task. This is why important people of today make their timetable for every moment. They note everything down in their diary. Since you Brahmins are the greatest of all, do we keep a timetable? This is one method, just as those people make their timetable from the beginning of the day. In the same way, each of you should make a timetable at Amrit Vela of what you have to do throughout the day. Just as a timetable for a physical task is created, in the same way, create a timetable for the progress of the soul. Do you understand? There is very little attention paid to and checking of this. Now create a timetable in the same way as those people make plans. Today I have to finish this task. In the same way, today I have to have this much percentage and this much time spent in love at this stage. By doing everything according to the time, you will be able to carry out many tasks in one day. If you do not have a timetable, you will not be able to carry out many tasks. So keep a diary for yourself, just as you have a timetable for the physical things to be done in 1 hour. In the same way, note down the task for progress of the soul. Make a plan. Then, just as you tick off the list of what is accomplished and what isn't, in the same way, note to what extent the plans you made were carried out in a practical form. Think about the reason they were not carried out in a practical form. And also think of a solution for it and continue to move forward today. Today, I will definitely accomplish this. First of all, make a promise to yourself in this way. For any task, first of all, a promise is made and then a plan is created. Then it is carried out in practical form and then checking takes place as to whether or not something was done after it has become practical. After checking whatever has happened in the happened is the past, then you keep a method for progress in the future. Just as you have created a weekly program for new students, in the same way, you can make a weekly plan for progress of the soul. Just as when you leave Madhuban, you renounce some things and fill yourself with other things. In the same way, renounce some things and fill yourself with other things every day. Only when you maintain this much attention will you be able to become perfect before time. If you become perfect according to the time, then there isn't so much attainment. You have to become perfect before time. When will you experience what perfection is? You have to experience here what constant, godly, supersensuous happiness is. Now we shall see how you make your timetable or weekly plan according to the discipline. The more sensible someone is, the more accurately he is able to carry out such tasks. The most sensible are Brahmins. Brahmins are even more sensible than deities. To what extent you are sensible will be discerned from this. Together with having sense, you also have to learn how to extract the essence. The essence is very condensed, whereas that from which you extract the essence is a great expansion. So you need to have very good sense, and you must also know how to extract the essence. Although some have a lot of sense, they do not know how to stabilize themselves in the form of the essence. So the practice of both is needed. You are told that you are the ones who carry out a nature cure. Nature means sanskars. When you are not able to make effort, you blame it on your nature. My nature is like that. You blame your nature and free yourself. But no, the task of all of you is to cure your nature. Those nature cure people make you stay on a fast. So what do all of you have to do now? You have to go fast. You must not remain last. In order to go fast, you must stay on a fast. What fast must you stay on? Make a timetable that from today what fast must you stay on? Make a timetable that from today you will hold a fast for a particular aspect. Make a promise, just as those people stay on a fast. In the same way, you must note down one of your weaknesses every day. Those people also keep a fast of the things that are harmful to them. So, in terms of effort to stay on a fast of the things that are harmful to you, then also check them. When people hold a fast and they are not able to keep it, they eat something in between. Here too, some do the same thing because they have the habit from the path of devotion. They make a promise in the morning that they will not do something, and then as soon as the day begins, that promise is broken. Here too, some make a promise in the morning and then during the day say such and such a problem came up, and so when this problem finishes, I will then do it. You must now finish that sanskar. Learn how to merge and pack up. You have to merge your old sanskars, make a promise or stay on a fast for this. Important people have a program fixed in advance. You are the most important of all, so fix your program for 6 months. I will definitely accomplish this task. I will definitely become this. When you have such faith in the intellect, you will become victorious. You have faith in the Father, but now carry out your tasks while having faith in yourself, and then there will be victory all the time. The problems are nothing in front of victory. Then you will not feel a problem to be a problem, but a game. One plays games with happiness. When a task is easy, you say, "This task is just a game for the right hand." That is, it is easy. So this will also become like a game for the intellect. You would not be afraid in a game since you are the most important of all. Create the highest stage of all. There are some important people who do not know how to maintain their importance. You must not become like that, like them. To the extent that you are important, accordingly, create an elevated stage and show everyone. Carry out a great task and show everyone. At least keep an aim for 8 hours. Baba is referring to the avyakt stage. It is not a big thing to create an avyakt stage for 8 hours. Awareness of the avyakt means an avyakt stage. Why should there only be 2 hours of remembrance of the Father? If you had only 2 hours of remembrance of Baba, what did you do for the rest of the time? Do you have love for Baba or for Maya? You would definitely make your sanskars the same as the one for whom you have love. That is, with whom you have a connection. Someone comes into connection with someone else on the basis of the harmony of their sanskars. So if you have love for the Father and you even have a connection with him, then why are your sanskars not like his? In that case, Baba would say that you have love for Maya. What would you say if you had love for Baba for 2 hours and love for Maya for 22 hours? Even while doing service, do not let go of your love and connection. The stage of perfection comes by staying close. There is a song, neither will he be separated from us, nor will we experience sorrow. If you do not become separated from one another, how can your love be removed? So it should be constant, but because you are effort makers, Baba is giving you some margin. So make your diary with the aim of a minimum of 8 hours. Make a timetable and then Baba will see the result. Get your result verified by your teacher every week and accumulate the result of every week and send it to Madhuban once a month. The Brahmin teachers should do something. Check everyone's diary every week to see what timetable they have made and to what extent they were successful in that. Then you should send a brief report to Madhuban every month. Now is not the time for carelessness. You have been making effort carelessly for a long time. Now whatever has been done is done. Baba will then remind you of the slogan which you tell others. If not now, then never. If you do not do something now, when will you do it? You will not be able to do it at any other time. Therefore, remember the slogan. You can keep a different slogan for yourself in front of you every day. There is the slogan, whatever actions I perform, others who see me will do the same. Keep another slogan in front of you the next day. Babdada has told you that success is your birthright. You have also been told you will die but we will not be defeated. In this way, keep a different slogan in front of you every day and put that slogan into practical form. Then see how quickly you are able to make your avyakt stage. Angels are never attracted by the earth. They just come and go. Once their task is accomplished, they do not stay any longer. You have taken the support of the corporeal in order to carry out a task. As soon as that task is finished, you become avyakt in a second.